Warning, the following video has been rated FA. Some language may not be suitable for young adults. Viewers' discretion is advised. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Foodxjitsu here. We're all at home stuck in quarantine right now. Quarantine and chill. So on this week's episode, we're making baby-making food. It makes you want to get all horny. Calling it comfort food. Emphasis on the comfort. Making comfort food. And nothing says comfort like hamburger steak and a loco moco and some chicken katsu. We're making sexy food. We're making some babies. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Foodxjitsu here, and on this week's episode, we're making the hamburger steak loco katsu. We're taking 3 of my favorite drive-in foods and making one little love child. We got you today on this week's episode. It's been a while since I've seen your face. Gotta say that I'm happy to see you come around my place. So before we get started today, guys, we're gonna need 2 things for our meals. We're gonna need our onion soubise, which is gonna be Maui onion sauteed with butter, caramelized down to a nice little jam. And then we're gonna do our hamakua mushroom brown gravy. So watch these videos first, and then we'll catch up with you later. Our onions, we're gonna saute it in a pan with some butter, a little bit of kosher salt, and we're just gonna cook it down low and slow. Caramelize this onions to make our soubise. We're gonna add our minced garlic to our pan, along with our sliced hamakua mushrooms, and we're gonna saute this up. Once we sauteed our mushroom and garlic, we're then going to add our brown gravy mix with some water. We're going to bring this up to a boil. It's up to boil. Add a tab of butter to your liquid and whisk. So we're going to take our patties. We're going to take some of our soubise mixture with the shoyu butter, caramelized onions. Gonna make a nice little nest in the center of our patty here. And we're gonna take our egg yolk, put it right in the center there. Heat this egg yolk at 63 degrees. And then we're just gonna put a little bit more of the soubise mixture on top. Then we'll take our other side of our patty, and we started to make a little pocket there. Just gonna put it right on top and start to crimp our edges down. Try not to let any of this liquid slip out. And we're gonna pop it into our reefer. We're gonna chill it for about an hour to let everything kind of sit back and settle together. So after our patty firmed up in the reefer, we're then going to set up our little breading station here. So we have a egg wash, we have flour, and then we have our panko breadcrumbs. We're then going to take our patty and flour it. Get it nice and covered with the flour here. We're going to get our egg wash. Gonna roll our patty in this egg wash here. Then we're going into our panko breadcrumbs. We're trying to get this whole thing coated with the panko, which will give it our katsu effect here. I kind of like to pack in a little bit more breadcrumbs onto here, just so we let this whole thing kind of encapsulate in breadcrumbs. Then we're going to throw this whole thing into our reefer again and let it sit for 30 minutes. So we're going to take our patty here straight out of the reefer after we let it rest for about 30 minutes. We're going to put this straight into our oil. And we're gonna fry out the outside, let the panko get nice and crispy and brown, And then we're gonna do one flip, cooking on the other side. It's gonna take about 2 to 3 minutes on each side until it's nice and golden brown. See how these bubbles aren't that angry? That's a good sign that it's at a nice frying temperature. Remember, we're trying to cook the burger as long as heat up the yolk in the center and nice crispy brown on the outside of the panko. So after it's done cooking on both sides for about 6 minutes, we're gonna remove this and strain it over some paper towel. We're gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna cut into it, guys. Okay, guys, now we're gonna plate up our hamburger steak katsu. We're gonna take some of our soubise mixture here. We're gonna put this right on the bottom of our plate. This is so our big ass patty doesn't slide around everywhere. We're then gonna take our patty, put it dead center. Hamakua mushroom brown gravy. Yes. Putting our Hamakua mushroom gravy on top. We're then gonna garnish with some green onions. Some chives, or microgreens from Kipu'upu'u Farms. Okay guys, now for the moment of truth. We're gonna cut this right in half. Dead center. Look at that. Gooey egg yolk, nicely cooked patties. We got our soubise, our Big Island grass-fed beef, and our Hamakua mushroom brown gravy. Enjoy, guys. Okay, guys, let's take a bite.
Better than sex.
This is so good. Okay, guys, that was the hamburger steak local katsu. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You can find me at Foodxjitsu on Instagram or at Foodxjitsu TV on YouTube. Mahalo, guys. You know what? This thing is missing something. On next week's episode, we're making mac salad with tuna.
And you didn't swear.
I did fucking swear. Or did I?
How did you think this up?
We were very, very stoned.
Oh my effing god.
Don't forget, check out our sponsors. Not them. These guys. Kipu'upu'u Farms. You can find them on Instagram from Waimea. And mahalo, guys. Guys, if you love your kupuna, please wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash them clean. Wash your hands with Simple Green. It's up to us to save them. My mom's a kupuna, that's why. She got senior citizen discount.